Okay, so that was question number 2. Question number 3 is, if you don't mind answering, like, how did you and your family decide to come to Japan, and like what led you guys to Japan? And yeah.
Oh, well, the story began like after my dad got his PhD and doctor. My dad is a researcher.
Pretty famous scientist.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
What's your father's name?
Sharif El Safty.
Sharif El Safty.
Yeah.
Guys should search him up. I mean.
So after he got his PhD in UK, Southampton, he got an invitation from Japan to live to continue his research about nanotechnology in Japan. So at that time, when we came to Japan, we didn't think that we're gonna live in Japan for a long time, but yeah, we found it comfortable, and my dad research continued for 20 years here in Japan, especially when the earthquake happened in 2011 and Fukushima became like a radioactive bomb and everything like that. His research helped, and that time his research became famous more, and a lot of people began to know him more. Well, yeah. And now he's continuing his research. Like, if there is someone who are interested in nanotechnology and science, you definitely should Google it. Yeah.
Mashallah, like, that's so great. Like, subhanAllah, how like destiny works, and you're in Japan, and the amazing thing is like you have your family. The biggest support is family. I'm just so happy that she has that. Mashallah. So the next question is, since you went to school in Japan, how was going to school in Japan? Because like with me, I'm an English teacher, and with me, I feel like all my students try to dress well. Like, yeah, they have uniform, but like they act the same, they follow the same rules. It's just like I don't see diversity within the classroom. It's like they think the same way, they like to stay in a group, and they're obviously like homogenous society, so they're all Japanese. But how about you? Like, how was wearing the hijab at school like, and just your school life? How was that? And in Japan, they also have kyushoku.
Yeah.
So how was that different for you?
Okay, so in my
kyushoku is school lunch.
School lunch.
Yeah.
In my case, because I'm the oldest daughter, in my case and my sister case, as a little bit different. So I will go to this point. But like in my case, I never got kyushoku. I always used to get.
So kind of like me, I brought lunch from home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lunch from home. Always. How was my personality in school? Yes. Definitely, as she said, everyone in group, even going to the bathroom, girls.
Oh my god, yes, yes. Like anything, they just like to stick together. Yeah. Well, like even answering questions, they like to do it in a group, answer it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't really in a group. I used to be friendly with everyone. And
guys, look at her smile. Isn't it the most sweetest and most kind and friendly smile? Like the moment I met her, I was like, I love you.
Thank you, I love you too. Well, yeah, I used to talk with everyone, and first of all, how I started learning Japanese. I learned it at school. I didn't go to any Japanese language school. How I learned it? Well, I was in the classroom, and there's next to me a teacher who are already used to teach when she was young, used to teach in university English.
Okay.
So she used to translate what the main teacher saying to me, because I was already native English at that time. Because I was lived my young life in UK. So
that was supposed to be my next question. How is your English so good? Okay, anyways, keep going. I'm not gonna ask that anymore.
So that's why she was asking me by English. We were studying everything the main teacher say in English together, and this is how I began to learn Japanese. I think that's how kids learn learn any language, by practicing it. So that's what happened, and then I began to learn Japanese, and I understand Japanese very well, and then I began to be friendly with a lot of people around me, and speak with everyone. That's why, I want to become native like that. Because a lot of now my friend asked me, how did you learn Japanese, and everything. I was like, oh, I went to school.
Yeah.
I learned it like this way.
And like you have so many opportunities, mashallah, because you speak Arabic, you speak English, you speak Japanese.
Yes.
Mashallah. So by the way, guys, we are in Tokyo Mosque. That's why Tokyo Jami Mosque. That's why there's a lot of people around here, and this was the most convenient place we could find to actually record this video. Is this video getting too long? It's getting too long. Is there anything we should talk about?
No. Oh, about my sister's lunchtime now. In the lunchtime now, the school right now began to acknowledge there is a lot of
diversity.
Yes, especially in my area, Tsukuba have a lot of scientists, foreigner scientists, not Japanese. We have a lot of country people, like almost 13 country in this city. Yeah, so we have vegetarian, we have Buddhist.
Okay, Buddhist.
We have Muslim. We have a lot of we have like vegetarian, but eating cream and cheese and like milk. So we have a lot of those like families style, and the school became to acknowledge all of that and try to provide everything to every student. Sometimes the teacher will write a letter to my mom and tell her, oh, next week, this day and this day, she cannot take the full meat. So please prepare for her.
Yeah, very accommodating.
But the other days, she can take like school lunch. So
it's kind of like me. Some days my teachers will tell me like, oh, you can have lunch this day, but you can't have lunch. So they're always accommodating towards me.
But in my old age, like I'm not so old, but like let's say 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. It's because they were scared if they give me something wrong, and they didn't understand anything at all. Like really, Japan was really close country at that time. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. Sorry, one more question. What is your friend circle like? Do you have a lot of Japanese friends, a lot of Muslim friends? With me in Canada, I like 80% of my friends were Muslims, and then even in Japan, a lot of my friends are actually just foreigners from like different countries. I have a few Japanese friends, but their English is not good enough for me to like express my feelings that well, and my Japanese isn't that high level yet. But
for
how about you?
50-50. Like I have close Japanese friends from like my childhood friends are Japanese, and I also have my parents' friends,
like family friends.
Yeah.
Are they Egyptian?
Egyptian, Syrian, like multi-Arabic people.
Are there a lot of Arabs in Tokyo?
Like since we are from long time living in Japan, there is Arabic around Japan, and my mom and my dad know them, so I have close relationship with them. Also, like you, like now social media.
How we meet, social media,
began to make a lot of good like relationship with each other. Now it's easy for us to get to know each other, especially Japan.
Such a small country, and we can just connect.
Yes, the community of hijabis in Japan really small.
You're right.
So we really connect with each other, you know. Like I see in America, there's a lot of hijabis.
Yes, there are.
Who are influencers and YouTubers and stuff, and like there are a lot. But here in Japan, there's like
not a lot,
2 or 3 only that you can come to your mind. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I really hope that you continue your YouTube. Seriously, I think I suggested her that she should vlog her experience in Japan, like what it's like to live as a Muslim. And sorry, before I continue with this, how about like, since you said you have Japanese friends as well, are they curious about Islam? Like,
they know everything. Like
how about like dawah and stuff? Like, how's that?
With some people, finally they become Muslim.
Oh really? Some of your friends?
Yeah, too.
Wow.
And
mashallah.
But others are like, yeah, I respect you, you respect me, and we have a really good understanding. Yes, it's comfortable to be with them because they understand me really well. If they're gonna invite me to something, they take care of the no and the not no's, and they provide or make our trip. For example, we're going on a trip together. They make it comfortable. Yeah.
Okay, so I think this video is getting too long.
Yeah.
Any last few words? But yeah, I met her today, and she's such a lovely girl, mashallah. And if any of you hijabi Muslim females end up coming to Tokyo, Japan, like,
yeah,
meet up with
welcome.
message her. I'll put her Instagram and her YouTube link on my description box, and please check it out. Please support her channel, and please make videos.
Yes, sure.
Traveling Japan, like, I don't know, eating halal food, because there's so many options here and people want to know.
Yeah, sure.
And I hope, inshallah, your channel grows. And
yes, thank you. Yeah, actually, if anyone coming to Tokyo traveling and they want to have like
a good time,
yeah, please come.
Yeah.
I'm always welcome.
She's a good tour guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I worked as a tour also.
Oh, really? Mashallah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end it here because it's getting too long, and we're actually in one of like the most central part of the masjid, and everybody wants to take pictures here, so we're gonna let them take pictures. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and do check out her channel as I mentioned. And if you have any other tips and advice on what types of videos we should make,
yeah,
do leave it in the
future videos.
Yeah, come to Onamichi.
Yeah.
Come to Hiroshima.
Yes.
And I'll vlog our experience there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.